Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down is Keenum. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
And they'll run it here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Let's get a quick look at the Saints offense.
Out wide, they have A.J. Green, who can run every route you want on the route tree and take the top of the defense with his speed and has the length to go over the top of people to catch the ball. But maybe the most impressive thing about him, the only wide receiver ever to be a Pro Bowler in his first 7 years in the NFL.
He'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This is what the defense is going to look like for Tampa Bay. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. And that is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Keenum to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This is Lewis down to the 25. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Lewis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run it here. Where? And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Keenum. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. 3rd down here.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds even though he did catch the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.J. Green, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Keenum now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Keenum. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air. Keenum on second down. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. On third down, that's Lewis. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Keenum. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On play action, now Keenum. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st down, Keenum. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. Keenum here again. Going underneath for Lewis. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Keenum now on 3rd and goal. Dumps that off to Ware. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And able to find Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Elliott puts this one through. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And now here's Ross. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Green with a catch left side. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And shutting him off, now open field. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Before a running back, that kind of encompasses everything right there. Terrific run, but he almost gets it to the end zone. Remember, almost. Didn't quite get there. Most running backs I know, they don't want to come out of the game now. They're screaming to the bench, call it again. I want to get into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Right back to him on first down. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. To throw is Keenum. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now they'll run on the draw. And an alley to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And on the ground they go with a running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Check, Patriot! And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They run again with Ware. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Keenum now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now here's Ross. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Dez. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Keenum now on first down. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On the run, it's Ware. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we see Bryant yet to pop up. Still down following that play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll give it to him up the middle. A good pick up there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints just continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now Keenum, they'll leave this for Ware. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Malden in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On is the punter King to send it away. On the return is Peterson. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Keenum. On the left side, it's McDonald. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing is Keenum. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Keenum on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the fifth tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they've sort of lost their way. This proverbial train back on track.
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
Yes. Real name request, huh? Okay.
Let's
share. Let's share each other's.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I think it's too funny here, buddy.
I think it's
on second down.
tell me something you don't like.
Time for a break.
Dude, we're out here hanging and banging on the Bucs tonight, folks.
And brings up third down.
Who's the toughest team in your division over
there? I don't know. It's hard to say. They all fucking suck.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
We are hanging in a bang.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
Kelsey Lloyd had a hell of a game.
Well,
5 touchdown runs.
Too much mustard there on that
keeps
pass.
breaking on my goals, like at the end of the game to get 3 carries with him, and he just busts one for 70. And it's like, what am I gonna do? Run? What am I gonna do? Get down and ground with this guy? This guy is a freaking rookie of the year.
This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League.
I'm happy that Des Bryant got hurt. That meant that Long Doyle was going to slide in a little spot. Yeah, he caught a deep ball from Tate Bannon. That was amazing. He was like my third option on the pass. I just looked, and he was fucking getting a little separation on these guys. Dude, I'm telling you what, dude, this running back that I got, these rookies are unreal. That power back runs through everybody. I'll tell you after this game, dude. These guys are fucking amazing. This guy was Sean Edwards.
No gain on the play there.
He's got 9 for 71, and I went out of bounds on purpose because the goal was to put the other guy the touchdown. Lloyd.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing, and on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass, and without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
That's caught inside the 20.
Oh, Katie Bannon out here slinging and dinging.
Inside the 20. To give him a gain of 37.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one.
Oh, really? Another fucking home run?
No, I did. I'll tell you
what, dude.
One-handed grab of that length.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm in first place in fantasy, and I don't even know what my team's doing. After the first weekend.
Pushes way down to about the 14. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watching a little fucking Cleveland White Sox in about 30-degree weather.
Okay.
This Mike Clevenger pitcher is the weirdest guy ever, but he fucking throws hard.
Chucks it.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge
Mike
there. He's had his way in
Clevenger.
this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Got 10 seconds left in this game, dude. We're out here trying to score one more.
He moves his foot the entire time.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Be on the fucking Reds. That's all I keep thinking every time I always forget he's there. They said he just got his first hit today.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
We shipped him out to Cincinnati.
That'd be a good spot for
not happy about this score this late, not necessary.
Oh, play at the Great American Launching Pad.
Yeah, you can
rub it in, have a day.
I mean,
he had beams in that part.
These guys were playing in this game. There are no feelings
there. They don't have to face the
guy. Up 73 to 19, and these guys had 16 at half. It was 24-16 at half.
In that case, run it up.
I was up 24-16 at half, and then all of a sudden the old Jets got
I hope you get a spinning football.
Oh, dude, don't tell me that shit.
This is taken at the 3.
Jake Elliott with the big hit. Jake Elliott with the... Oh, my God.
I had videos saved in my EA Sports before. Janikowski coming down on kickoff, delivering the big hit, picking up the
Oh, yeah, me too. I used to do those with them.
Dive at the fucking goal line.
Guaranteed. We're going for the Hail Mary, trying to get a pick here and they get to finish the ball game.
One final try now for Kano. He's going to let it fly.
Sua Cravens with the pick.
Time tonight, he's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick.
Sua Cravens had a big hit stick too, and Fisher Stokes, the rookie linebacker who I drafted, had a pick and a fumble recovery.
This game's Fisher.
I don't know.
There's a certain name that I just don't understand that you always see it.
Wow, that was probably our best game of the year. Second half we only gave up 3 points. You know, I've been having a tough time. I had no turnovers. I had 4 takeaways. We ran for 334 and passed for 414.
So for the Saints, The great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them.
At the stadium as he was right before he was going to go in the tunnel like he couldn't believe what he saw. Tate Bannon.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Randy Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Tate Bannon with a perfect quarterback rating, 25 of 31 for 457, 80%. Completions, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Puta. Kelsey Lloyd, 18 for 262 and 5 touchdowns. Rashawn Edwards, 10 for 72. AJ Green, 6 for 114, a touchdown. Le'Veon Holsey, the rookie tight end at Ohio State, 6 for 52. Long Doyle, 5 for 127, 2 TDs. Jesse James, 3 for 47, a touchdown. Des Bryant, 3 for 95 and a touchdown. The other rookie tight end, Deshaun Barksdale, 1 for 17. Kelsey Lloyd,
rookie tight end. I'm going to name him Ricky Dudley Jr.
You're going to name him Ricky tight end.
Dudley Jr.
CJ Mosley was away with 9 tackles.
Jolly Jr.
Jamal Adams with 2 sacks. Freddie Stokes, the rookie out of Oklahoma. Rookie linebacker out of Oklahoma, 6 foot 254 with a pick. And a fumble recovery. Suet Cravens with a pick. And Rasul Douglas. Freddie Kitchen, Palm Zinter. Suet Cravens with a forced fumble. Not as good as it gets. I'm ready to play some flog. I'm gonna hit some dank real quick. Punted it twice. John Ross with 32 yards a pop on the punt return. I'm just looking for no spinning football. Come on, guys. Oh, it just went off. Yeah, that spinning football leaves after about 3 seconds. Just remember that. So if you see that again, you'll know. Yeah. It literally leaves after about 2 seconds. It spins.
Well, next time I see replays fucking like that, getting off.
Wow. AJ Green just got a +1 catching, +1 deep route, +1 medium, +1 release, +1 speed, and a spin move to boot.
Still aggressive.
Yeah. Hard. One new injury on the injury report. It was Stephon Anthony with an upper arm fracture out for 6 weeks. I have to put him on IR. And play this rook. Pretty stoked.
What happened to your basketball fantasy team? Don't even look at it.
I hate it. It's pretty good. I like it. I like the team a lot, actually. The last team I drafted is good, but I don't know. I'm just not into it. I'm more invested in the career. Way more. Giants playing tonight, or are they off? Bullshit. You serious, dude? Oh, great. That's right, we're in San Diego. Fournette's out for 2 more.
All road games, right?
Ah, it's just the way it started.
Should make it mandatory where you gotta have a home series in your first team.
It's hard to do that. Because teams are on the road and shit, and they're on the East Coast and shit sometimes. Just the way it worked out. No, I know. It could happen. Horse and dog shit. Nigga, what shit?
Everyone on the East Coast says fucking 2001 Dre is better than any of that fucking Bay Area shit you ever heard.
I bet they do, because they never heard any of it.
So yeah, it's the only thing they heard.
These guys don't even know what's going on.
Too short.
Too cheesy, Ant Banks, 40 pounds of red. Kelsey Lloyd, player of the week. Let's go. With Tate Bannon with a perfect passer rating, 5 touchdowns and 457 yards passing. And Kelsey Lloyd with 5 rushing touchdowns and 262 yards. Alright, looks like we're backing on track. Ooh, next game at home against the 7-3 Eagles, who probably have like Drew Brees in his last year of his life. I'm sure they got someone ridiculous. It's probably Nick Foles just fucking dominating the league. Alright.